Teays Valley Tuesdays.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Ellswick, president of Tasty Blend Foods. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I want to show you guys how I get something sweet done really fast with our Teays Valley biscuit mix. The first thing that I'm going to do before I tell you about it is I'm going to start getting this biscuit mix in the bowl. So while I'm putting this in here, you guys make cinnamon rolls and you know that they really take a lot of labor. And well, you can just dump all this stuff in a bowl and scoop them right out on a pan and have pretty much a cinnamon roll in a fraction of the time with a fraction of the mess. So that's what we're doing today. First, we're just going to put our biscuit mix in the bowl. We're going to start with 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. 2.5. And then we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Once we get that in our biscuit mix, we're going to go ahead and just stir that together so we make sure that the cinnamon is nice and incorporated throughout that biscuit mix. And once you get a little bit of a mix on it, we're going to take our 1.5 cups of buttermilk and we're going to add to that a teaspoon, and I'm just going to use the same one that had cinnamon on it. We're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla right into our milk. Stir that to make sure that's incorporated. And then we're just going to marry the two together. Same thing with the liquid when you're doing this, as we always tell you when we're using our biscuit mix. You always want to make sure when you're stirring that you cut and fold, and you don't want to add any more liquid until you're sure that you need it, because if you add it too soon, you're going to get really gummy. So make sure that you stir this and cut it all the way through. Once this comes together in a bowl, we're going to take our pan and our little sheet here. Just spray that a little bit. Now you have a couple of options. You can absolutely go in with your hands and pinch off little dough balls, but everybody that's seen me do these shows before knows how much I love my little baby scooper. So I'm just going to go right in with a scoop. Let me move this so you guys can see it. I'm going to go right in with the scoop. I'm going to push it flush against the bowl, and I'm going to scoop it right out. And I'm just going to keep doing that over and over until I get them all scooped out. Now, if they don't scoop very well, you can always go back and rearrange them on your pan. Now that these have all been put on a pan, I'm going to put them in a 400-degree oven for 12 to 15 minutes. While we have the cinnamon bombs in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make some delicious cream cheese icing using our Teays Valley fudge mix. The first thing that I did was I took 1 package of softened cream cheese and 1 package of softened butter, and I put them in a bowl and I creamed them together with my electric mixer. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm going to go in with the Teays Valley fudge mix. Now this is very powdery, so as you start to incorporate this into the cream cheese and the butter, you're going to want to go pretty slow and a little bit at a time until it comes together, okay? So we're just going to turn this on a low speed, and we're just going to add a little bit at a time until we get it all incorporated. I went ahead and pulled these out of the oven closer to 15 minutes, and I stacked them up on the plate. I also went ahead and took our cream cheese icing and put it in a little bowl. Now, if you bake these until they're just done, closer to the 12-minute mark, every little bomb will be just like eating the center of a cinnamon roll. If you wait and go 15 or so minutes, you get this little bit of brown on here like I have. Every one of these is going to be just like a corner piece with that little bit of crunch on the outside and the tenderness in the inside. When it comes to this icing, I'm a dipper. I like it thick, I like to go right in, and I like for it to stay where it is. But if you're going to serve these and you want to thin this down and drizzle it, you just put a little splash of milk in there, thin the texture down, and put it right on top. Remember that you can find all of these recipes on our website, tastyblend.com. Don't forget to look for the big red barn. And always remember, nobody has to know that it came from a mix.